Alright, we are back with Terraria. So we finally beat Duke Fishtron. Yeah, we beat Duke Fishtron finally. And now we're getting ready to fight the cultist that Choka finally managed to get to spawn somehow. And also, I was building a Castlevania room. Throne room. It looks pretty. I mean, it's not as detailed as I'd like it to be, but I mean, I'm not a very good artist. That's why I've never been able to make good shit in Minecraft. He said, I still want the infinite water bucket.
Oh, I need fucking frost spark boots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I also need minions. Thank you for reminding me. Jungle surface? Wow, I haven't went to the jungle to fish in a very long time.
I'm also going to the jungle.
What are you going for?
To make frost spark boots.
What do you need in the jungle?
I need...
Sounds like an ice thing.
Inklet of the Wind and Aglet.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's one of the first times I went for. So I already knew that you need those. Wait, did you already have water walking boots? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how I made the obsidian boots.
Yeah, so that means I'm gonna have to go fishing in the ocean. So I can just do that one method where I'm just sitting on the very outside of it and do it. Like how I got the Captain Beard one. So, inventory. Yeah. I think I want to turn that little dirt thing attached to my house to part of the snow house. Yeah, we're gonna get on and fight the cultist. Gets on and does everything but.
I mean, we can.
I know, man. I kinda wanna do the rose since I remembered it. Well, since you reminded me. Speaking of reminding, so right before the stream we were talking about Willy's Wonderland, that Five Nights at Freddy's copy that's on Hulu. Yeah, so fuck, what were we talking about?
I was honestly hoping that you could.
I thought I did. That's why I brought it up. We're talking about his stupid fuck. Oh, that's right. We're talking about his stupid fucking nod. So there's a part in the movie. So Nicolas Cage is a silent protagonist, like a video game character. Like when we say silent, he makes grunts, and that is it. He does not say a word the whole fucking movie. And he's one of those yes men, like in video games, kind of like John Marston is. Although John Marston Tark, where like someone tells them to do a task, it doesn't matter how fucking ridiculous the task is, they'll accept it anyways for plot reasons, because the plot has to happen. Well, that's what Johnny Cage does. But the dude's like, yeah, so you could do this for me, right? And Johnny Cage just gives him a big ass up and down nod, not a fucking like, you know, slight nod like a silent protagonist, not just staring at him. No, it just does this big goofy ass fucking like nod. It is the most jarring thing. So I said that the director did that shit on purpose because that shit was so fucking bad and awkward that he had to have seen it, even in editing, be like, you know what, I'm fine with this. Choka, your position was that no, maybe he's too interested in something else. And I'd say you're full of shit because how can you not look at that and sit there and say like, no, that was on purpose. Everything about that movie, they did on purpose. That movie was fucking jarring in so many different ways. So how can you sit there and say that that one head nod is the one accident and everything else is on purpose?
Oh, I don't know. Nope.
Well, you were making a big point of it earlier, so, I mean, here's your chance.
No, I already forgot.
Because it was a bad point. Damn demons. Point is, though, even that move is still fucking awesome. question is, what the fuck is Nicolas Cage doing in these type of movies, though?
So there was a thing a few years ago where his publicist fucked him, and he just lost a shitload of money. So in the last like 5 years, he's just been trying to pick up anything he can get.
You would think someone would have something better for him.
You'd think.
Maybe it's just the Nicolas Cage memes got to Hollywood, and they're like, maybe everyone hates this guy, so we're just not gonna. Because granted, I mean, he's. I don't know him in real life. But dude seems like a fucking weirdo. At least every time you see him in any role. But this movie actually kind of fits his character because like Nicolas Cage being a badass is just something you don't really think. But no, he pulled it off well in this movie. He was in Ghost. Yeah, he was Ghost Rider, wasn't he?
Yep.
That was a bad movie. It wasn't good. I mean, it was like kind of corny, like early fucking 2000s comic book movie style. So like it wasn't just Nicolas Cage. That's how they all were. But I mean, Ghost Rider's supposed to be more serious character. It's just not Johnny Cage though.
Let me see if I can get rid of these fucking.
You don't?
Drop.
Jungle Chest. And
Really?
Yeah. Well, they might drop, but that's where I got mine though. I got them from Chest. So I spent a long time discovering shit in the dungeon and discovering myself. But I was saying you could probably just fish for crates. What you've been doing so far. At an alarmingly successful rate.
Thanks.
God, this sword kicks ass. And this broom. I forget who dropped it, but man, if we do another one, you definitely need one of these. Well, at least until we get the drill contamination unit. That being said, I feel like we should be able to mine the fucking jungle by now. But I don't know if there's a fucking better type of pickaxe thing. Because the Drax doesn't get improved anything. The Drax is just the Drax. Is there a real mining thing? Because you know what I want to do? I was thinking about this earlier. I want to get those traps in the jungle and then use those to fight the Halloween waves. Or at least have them like teleport into the lava so they can just start dying passively so we can focus on the other stuff. Know what I mean?
Nah, me.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
Oh, I just watched a bone serpent spawn. That was weird. Guess what I got?
I don't.
Hernia. Imps won't fucking. Even though I'm using the battle potion, they refuse to spawn. Fucking Naga Kotowaru. Get 2 more minutes left in this battle potion.
Either I like that or you did.
Probably you.
I've never liked that of a Terraria game.
Yeah. Can you just join in progress so I don't have to manually invite you? I think I've said on invite only, so probably not. I mean, try, but... Shit. Okay, let me get to a spot to fucking... Alright, 1 second. Okay. You're also ruining my fucking battle potion. But no, you haven't lagged out of a stream since fucking Tom Clancy's.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was weird.
Yeah. And one of those was me. That's how my internet kind of just fucked off. I fucking called Spectrum, and they're like, oh. So I replaced the fucking router, and I knew it wasn't the router, but this is the very first thing they always tell you to do. They won't do anything else until you get their fucking router replaced. It's a dumb policy, but it's what they do. So I called them again, let them know there's something wrong. I was like, oh, sir, well, you know, we can get your router. I said, no, no, no. I just called you people last week, and y'all made me do that. And I was already pissed off. He's like, oh, sir, well, we can go ahead and get a technician out, which is the word I wanted to fucking hear. And that time, I was at the other house, and it just kept cutting out every day at 9 o'clock at the same fucking time. They sent like, I don't know, 4 or 5 teams of the fucking people out until finally they sent like the master tech out, and they fixed it by replacing some of the wires. Which didn't need to happen. They could just replace it the first time. But fucking apparently no one knows what the fuck they're doing over there. And as much as I complain about Spectrum, you know who's worse objectively?
Who?
AT&T.
I haven't had either of them.
Who do you have?
CenturyLink and Suddenlink.
I've heard of Century. I've never heard of Sudden.
Yeah, I think they're I think they're based in the Southwest. But you can get 1 gig for like 60 bucks a month.
That is not fucking bad. No, not only is that not bad, that's pretty fucking good.
And it's like a true like 1 gig. Like I tested it after I changed that plan, and it's there.
So I'm starting to think I may take off. Oh god, the crimson's spreading. Holy shit. Anyways, I was saying I may take off the negate fall damage thing, because like when you have the broom, like granted, yeah, you have to still time it, but like that's a slot I could be using for something else.
That's why I use wings.
Well, that's that's a slot that could be used for something else.
No.
Yeah. Where's my fishing rod? So, remember how we made that giant hole to hell in the jungle to stop the crimson from spreading?
Yeah.
It spread past it.
Oh, that's because the giant hole to hell only went to the lizard temple?
Yeah, but like, unless the entire underground is crimson, which it is not, that means it traveled 4 or 5 spaces. Which is only supposed to travel about 3 or 4. It's not supposed to travel that much. Also, these damn fucking... These damn meteor heads are making it hard to fish down here. Also, fishing equipment needs to be put on. Where's my crows? Damn it, crows, you go fucking fight these meteor heads for me. Got the dirt fish. Oh, I finally got another fishing line to make up for the one I lost. So now I can make the super fishing thing. So, if you get the infinite lava bucket and the, why are you going through my shit?
See if you have anything for my boots.
I feel like I did at one point, and I feel like I gave them to you. They'd be in the eclipse, if anything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them.
Let me know if you find my fishing rods. Again, I'm always losing them.
What do you have 3 scythes in this chest?
I don't know. It's another trash chest. Don't question it. Ish mine tackle box. There it is. You know, it's funny. You probably got them at one point. You probably just scrapped them.
Oh, almost 100% that happened.
So then, what do you craft with the tackle box? Also, your crows are slowing down my game.
I'm not gonna apologize for that.
Yeah, so the guide's actually talking about the dungeon. Finally. Oh, lava-proof tackle. Fishing water. Fishing line never breaks. Decreases chance of bait consumption. Increases fishing power. So that's like the ultimate fishing thing.
Nice.
Which, ooh, I'm gonna get me a whole bunch of fucking... Well, I still gotta go get me an obsidian rose, but then after that, I'm just gonna fish in the ocean until I get me some fucking water walking boots. Because apparently they only put 1 pair in the game.
Necklace.
Where's that going? Tinker's Workshop. Oh, that's right. I need vertebrae, and that is one thing I do not have.
I have 11. If you want them.
I do want them.
Okay.
What happened to my death lead? I know I should have some fucking death lead. Oh, there's 1 vertebrae. Yeah, because I'm just making battle potions. So I can get enemies to spawn.
We can make a shitload of Inferno potions.
I bet we can. How long did you stay down there fishing that shit?
A long time.
A long time.
I'm gonna put my...
We should have a fucking... There's my death weed. We should have a teleporting network from your house to mine.
I'm gonna put the vertebra in the hard sea chest.
Ooh, I need a blue lantern as well. Which I know I have them.
I'm gonna see if I can go figure out where I put
Thank you for your Patreon.
The fish. No, the flame... Fire flower? Whatever the fuck it's called.
Flame koi?
No. Know where that's at.
My big penis in your mouth, put it in your mouth, make you wanna go south my dick.
Yeah, I have 9 flame koi, 2 obsidian fish, and then oh, there we go.
Oh, I thought it was gonna...
Fire blossom.
I thought he was gonna have a lot more than 9 koi.
I did, and I don't remember which chest of yours I put them in. Because I've just been
Well, as long as
depositing
I have them somewhere. No, that's a flask of Egger. Damn it, where? Oh, no. It's right there. Battle potion. We're gonna do 3 of that. I'm gonna take a pee-pee. Entertain the 3 viewers, meaning you, me, and me.
There's no chat.
Entertain them.
No, there's no chat.
I'm back. Hey, so do you remember that time the media tried to convince everyone that bro jobs were just like a manly, awesome way of helping out a buddy?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Huh.
Also, I consolidated all of the kois, the obsidian fish, and the fire blossoms into the hard sea chest.
Nice. Well, it's not where they go, but you know what? At least I know where they're at.
That's the chest I'm using to deposit stuff.
If you, in the future, you know, you don't mind, use the Nature Valley chest.
You know what's funny?
What?
That's where I consolidated them from.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm gonna go, take this garbage out of my room. So I'll be right back.
You do that. I'll entertain the chat with my luscious songs.
Liar.
You're right. It's for me. 'Cause my big penis is so large, you know it puts me in charge. My big penis is so big, you know you can't handle it. My dick and my balls. Alone in the world, they're sucking on the walls. Gotta get rid of that before it starts spreading further. Oops. I'm coming, hell. I want all the fire ramps to be there waiting on me. Oh, so this thing looks kind of cool on my back. So, that little Morningwood imp kind of looks like something that you'd see in a mobile game. Like how bright and colorful it is. Like a Hulk Hogan JPEG. Alright, I'm here. Let's go. Oh shit, that's going to be an issue. Do it like this.
Do it like that.
Work it like that, bitch. Like it like that. No, so I put the water candle on the ground so, you know, make more enemies spawn. And, hey, do we need a hallowed key?
No, I haven't.
What fucking key are we missing?
Ice?
Fuck. Anyways, Yeah, well, on the ground level, the lava will interrupt it and kind of, you know, make it stop being an object. So, luckily I brought some platforms with me, so I just put one blue candles on the top.
Nice.
But no, if you wanted to grind enemies, I don't know why you just didn't do a blue candle.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to go get it.
I have, like, 11.
Oh, you bitch.
For this purpose. I don't know why you never asked to borrow. Don't call me a bitch, you know, like, there's a reason I have so many fucking chests in my house. Because I don't like throwing, I'm a giant hoarder.
Because you're a bitch, that's why.
I'm a giant hoarder and I don't like to throw things away. Learned it from my grams. Not even a joke. Oh, the bat's down there. That being said, I might just do the same thing just to get the ice key. Well, I need to do a lot of stuff. Oh, just fill my room with lava. You're still looking for that anklet?
Yeah.
Why don't you... Are you fishing in the jungle for potions? I mean, crates?
No, right now I'm actually running food because I'm...
God, you are a fat bitch.
I haven't eaten today.
Oh, because you ate so much yesterday.
No.
Damn, this sword fucks up those hollow mimics pretty fucking quick. Fearful Stormbow? That's new. What do you do? Oh, yeah. $42 damage? Nah. The bow we just got shoots 5. 50. Where did it warp to? I think my crowmate killed it and didn't tell me where. Okay, not what you're doing in real life. What are you doing in the game?
Standing.
You know what? That's on me for asking.
Yeah.
I love that princess rod. Like, it's not super good, but it is fun, and it is good if you can actually, like, make them stand still. I wonder if I have to be a little bitch and complain about not getting the rose like you did. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Hold up. Man, like, it's fucking 2.5 drop rate. That's a lie. It's like, I killed so many of these things, and I've gotten, like, so many other drops from them. But not the Obsidian Rose. Like, it's bullshit. I've been down here for so long. I still haven't gotten Obsidian Rose.
I really hope you don't get the rose this round. You just have stupid as fuck for that.
Well, that's what you did, so.
Well, yeah, and it worked for me.
Being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Being a little bitch does work for you, Again, go back to the Derek clip. I remember when you was being a little bitch about the girl standing you up, and then you was acting like a little bitch cunt, and then you got the boner, and then date her. It works for you. Yeah, that's just
a while ago.
Yeah, well, because I was thinking about the Derek clip. That shit was funny.
Yeah, she's nuts.
So you said.
Fortunately, I think this September, my phone plan occurs up.
Oh my god, you're still on a plan with her?
Yeah, it was 2 years.
You do phone plans?
Yeah.
You don't just say, hey, I want to be done? That's weird.
Aren't like service providers usually on plans?
I've never had a plan. I've been able to quit anytime I felt like. Even with my internet.
I know
No.
my internet's not on plan, but like every time I've had a phone, like it's been like at least like a year contract.
Who do you get your phone with?
I believe I'm with Tmandd.
That's who I was with, and actually I'm under Metro now, which is T-Mobile. Well, it's still using T-Mobile shit, but yeah, no, never had a plan. The only type of plan I've had was like a payment plan, and just because I could pay off the phone in full, but if I traded in my phone, you had to be on a 2-year like pay it off plan to get the discount. And then it ended up kind of breaking that anyways when I switched to Metro, so then I was just able to pay off the rest of it without having to pay the full price.
Weird.
Oh, one of my potions wore off. Let's go ahead and pop another one. No, I did do internet plan with AT&T years and years ago, but I bitched at them. I did get a good deal. I got internet for $12 for a fucking year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I kept bitching. Then as soon as the year was up, I canceled. God, fuck AT&T, for real, though. So, I'm sitting there, because I was getting pissed off at Spectrum, again, going back to that time Spectrum wasn't doing shit for me. So, did you fight the cultists?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I was there.
Anyways, so I went to call AT&T, see, if they, do better. He was like, okay, and, we're ready for your card information. I said, what do you mean? We're ready for card... You didn't even tell me what the plans were. Oh, no, it's just one plan. Okay, so how much internet am I getting? Oh, you'll be good to 28. It'll be very good. 28? I was getting fucking, I was paying for 400 for Spectrum. Oh, no, sir. That 400 was to be shared by the whole apartment. This 28 will be just for you. What the fuck you talk? I live in a house. What? Who am I sharing it with? No, sir. I'm like, you know what? I don't think it's going to work out. So then I went to go call Spectrum again and then bitch at them, tell them to fix the internet. Because I did not want to go to AT&T. Fucking. Could you imagine that internet fucking 28?
Yeah, you're not getting shit though.
No. That's fucking like, that's 360 era. That was back when, like, no, that was back in the day when fucking a 4 gigabyte download for an online game was going to take your whole day. What terrible times those were. Now anything under fucking 50 gigabytes is like, oh, let me make me a sandwich and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I didn't want to download games in the 360 era. Because, like, this shit would just take too long. But with how fast everything is, how convenient everything is, it's like, I don't even want to fucking, I don't ever want to buy physical anymore. And I know people are going to say, well, you at least you own physical. It's true. There's that, but man, the convenience factor. I have been buying physical Switch games, though, but mostly because my SD card can't hold that much fucking file. Because the Switch does have internal storage, but it's mostly for save game data.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, so they expect you to buy like a SD card to hold your games. And SD cards, they get expensive compared to like a regular like hard drive. Actually, I have a fucking, what, 120, maybe 200? I don't know. I bought a new SD card a couple months ago, but I've just been too lazy to transfer everything over, which is the reason why I haven't done it. And it's not like I have to transfer save data, it's just the games. I don't feel like doing that. So I bitched about it, and I've still not got a rose. It's weird. Maybe I have to bitch about it in earnest. Kind of like that time I was bitching about the, what was it, the Venom staff. Bitch about it and never actually put it to good use. What did you order today?
I got Chipotle again.
Jesus Christ. You got a problem, dude.
Actually, this one was on a whim because I have a Chipotle gift card. And apparently you can't use the Chipotle gift card if you order delivery through Chipotle.
What?
Yeah.
No, so you can't use the gift card if you're doing delivery.
Yeah.
But you
like
ordered...
I went to their website, ordered delivery, and did not get the prompt to use their gift card.
But you ordered Chipotle yesterday. You should have known this. And the day before.
Nah, I was ordering that on a different app, but the app today said they were closed.
How many apps are you using?
I was just using the one, but you can Google search. And it brings up like all the apps that use that.
Huh. So you weren't ordering directly from the thing? You were using like Uber Eats or something like that?
Yeah.
You and your rich people methods. I was chatting with the chick, and she was doing delivery, but not just for like Uber Eats, literally just for like basic necessity shits. Just for like rich old people who was like so scared of Corona they didn't even want to go to the store to buy toilet paper. Didn't actually go anywhere with her.
Doctor.
Damn, my inventory filled up quick. So how far did you get on the cultist battle?
Not far.
You're spawning every enemy but imps.
Also, I know I said we were gonna stream today, but I think once I leave, I'm just gonna watch TV.
Motherfucker, we still got at least 1 hour and 20.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
Could've just stuck on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Should've.
I want my damn obsidian rose.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm using the fucking battle potions, using the water thing. You do not want to spawn.
It's if you can find the best way I found to make them spawn was to just like get in a house that goes pretty down the ground to where like
Only they would spawn?
yeah, bats won't spawn, demons won't spawn, sometimes the slime spawn, but
You know what? I was going underground to kill bats to like make room for the things, and that's when they would spawn. So that's a pretty good idea. I'd like to go do that. Just go get back my water candles. Oh, there's a house that goes pretty deep underground. Now we play the waiting game. All I see in my screen are lava slimes just jumping from. Oh, you know what? I think I know where your fucking spot was, because I can see your tombstone on the mini map, or on the main map. You cleared out a whole fucking area down here just for it. Don't I have the lava sponge? Oh, here it comes. Damn. Yeah, no, you're right. This, other than the fucking ghost from your tombstone. Oh, Demon did make his way down here. What a bitch. Wait, were you the one that got the sponge, or was it me?
Which sponge?
The lava sponge.
Me.
Damn. That was me for some reason. There's so imps won't spawn because keep spawning enemies at the top of the house. I have to go clear these guys out. So much lava I can't maneuver around. God damn. There's so many fucking like... Because I think there's a limit to how many enemies can spawn in one area. And so, because there's so many slimes and demons and all that, the imps just refuse to spawn.
Could be.
Because there was a lot down there. What's up, Silver? Legends Gaming. I'll have to add that last part when you're here, Choka.
Silver 77.
Yeah. Where's all my vertebrae? Or is it the death weed I put up? Some got put up. Well, time to make yet another trash chest. Make some of this living fire block, but I don't know what. Like, it's probably gonna be a house for all the NPCs, honestly. Ooh, we should make a flesh house for somebody.
What's
you're pretty good so
far. Level at right now? Fishing power?
Well, I don't know what your fishing power is, but anyways, Silver, I'm doing real good. Anyways, no, fishing power is personal. I can't tell you. It's got to be yours.
Well, I'm sure you can find a base one.
A base what?
Fishing power? Like, if you have nothing equipped, what's it at?
I don't know. Because mine's 104 right now, but I don't know if that's counting the bait on me or not. Also, you do receive a penalty based on how much water, or yeah, how much water is or isn't there. If I had an extra fishing lure, I'd give it to you, but I just used it to make my awesome fishing tackle. Which is pretty nice. Alright, hopefully this time I finally finished my finals, passed on. Not sure about science yet. We haven't gotten the results in. I always fucking hated science. What was your weakest suit in school, Choka?
History?
Really?
Yeah, I hate history. I think it's so dumb.
I like history. But no, our teacher fucking, the way he taught it, everyone in the class got a 90 or 100 on their fucking, on the state issued test.
Nice.
Yeah. I fucking hate science, though. I also hated math.
I didn't hate science or math until I got to college. Everything just got overcomplicated.
I didn't actually hate science in college. Not science. I didn't hate math in college. And, like, counting sucked. Don't get me wrong. Counting is literally the hardest fucking thing I did there. But it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, the only math classes I had to take in college were calculus, which sucked because when I applied, they like, after you got accepted, they made you take like a placement test to figure out which math class you would be in. And I tested calculus 2, which was retarded.
Yeah, I actually got away from that for being in the military.
Nice.
No, I forgot. I think I did contemporary math. I forgot what it was called. That's why I did, like, that was the basic, the generic math one, but then I had to choose a different one, you know, once you pass those. So I went for accounting 1 and 2. Which, it takes a lot of work to be a fucking accountant. And then they say what everyone will tell you is at the end of the day, like, all the shit you learned in college about accounting doesn't even fucking matter. Oh no, that's way more underground. I just hate my science teacher. She tried to find out anything to get me in trouble. She also enjoys not even teaching what we're doing. Throws the work in our face and expects us to know already. Yeah.
Don't
But
worry.
no, I fucking hated science though. Like, I hate, especially like trying to do formulas and then like do like, oh well, you need exactly this much of this fucking chemical to make this. That's dumb. I never needed to use that in life ever, not once, ever, ever, ever.
That's really funny because if I had known that in my lab class in college, I would not have spilled extremely corrosive fluids on my lap.
What happened there? Are you sterile?
No, I just spilled it on my lap. I got up and wiped it off with some paper towels and called it a day.
Alright. It's an answer.
Alright, where's my food? I'm hungry.
Bitch, you gonna stay on here until 2 hours. I mean, you can eat, but, you know, stay in here and then come back. But either that or 2 hours or until I get my rose. Yeah. Till 2 hours come up where I get my rose and then I work on some other stuff. Again, but this is one of the reasons why, when it comes to YouTube, I'm changing how I'm gonna change how I do this shit. I'm finishing this one just for consistency, but no, we're just gonna do highlights on YouTube from now on. Because, like,
Fine with me.
well, it doesn't affect you either way. You're not the one editing this shit.
Correct.
But there's like there's so much in Terraria, like a lot of where we're just doing jack shit. And, yeah. Told that to leave, and he was like, so you're changing everything? Even on Twitch, you're not gonna do voice chat? Because I was playing Undertale and I wasn't just chatting, I was just playing it. I'm like, no, I'm still gonna chat, I just didn't feel like talking on Undertale. A lot of things you don't need to teach. One thing in high school that I'll ever use again is personal finance, personal literature. I don't know why the fuck you'd use personal literature. I don't know. What the fuck is personal literature? Personal finance just kind of seems to be more like a common sense thing. At least for me it was. I'm very stingy about my money. Alright, so they're just spawning everything I don't want in here. We use history, science, math, English, speaking language, and a few others. Like, I can understand, you know, teaching you entry-level stuff into some other stuff, because it might help you decide what you want to do with your life. Some of the stuff they teach, it serves no purpose. Again, a lot of science doesn't serve purpose. I mean, make science a fucking elective in general. You know, I'm not gonna 16 doesn't know a damn thing, but well, I knew it at 16. Don't fucking spend money you don't have. It's a basic concept. It's a basic concept. But everyone felt that fucking that premise. Again, which is partially the reason why we had the fucking recession or depression, whatever you want to call it, 2008. People just kept spending money they didn't have because they figured fucking debit cards and all this shit, credit cards, were just free money. And like, oh, well, you know, we'll just worry about it later. Idiots. The only thing I would go into debt for is maybe a car, but I could just buy a cash car right now. I don't have to go into debt for it. So if I wanted to buy a nice car, I'd have to go into debt for that. Though I don't want a nice car. I just want to get somebody to beat. The only thing besides that car that I go into debt for is a house. And even then, I'm not just gonna pick any house. I'm gonna make sure, one, I can pay it off, and two, I'm gonna make sure the house is, you know, worth at least what they're asking for it. Fucking credit card debt and all this other shit. Unless it's an absolute emergency, you should not be going into debt for fucking anything. Again, I'm gonna say houses are fine, cars are fine. But again, not just any car, because, you know, make sure, one, you can pay it off. Because a car is just to get you to work. You can't get to work, how you gonna make the fucking money? So you think of that more of an investment than it is just going into debt. I already know that show's not no more attack this financial. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do my own. Oh, I did it with TurboTax. I did my taxes through TurboTax. Oh, fuck taxes. Motherfuckers. They, I actually had a pay-in this year. Still fucking makes me mad. I made too much in stocks. Well, I made the money in stocks, but I put the cash back in my stock account, my brokerage account. I didn't actually even take the money out. So I got taxed on all this shit. And then all my stocks aren't doing pretty well right now. So I got taxed on fucking money that's devalued. I'm hoping we'll at least come back in a couple of months. Fuckers. And then they want to tax more on this shit. I mean, taxation is in general theft, so learning about it's fucking stupid. Yeah, let's learn about how they're fucking us over. I need to find some platforms. Did you have a favorite subject? Technically no. I mean, unlike Choka, I'd say history. Speaking, I gotta check that mother. I know he said he went to go get his food, but is he even still here? Alright, well, he's still in the Discord at least. Even though Choka said he hated it, I actually kind of liked history. I liked learning about how he got here is pretty interesting, especially when it came to like World War I, mostly World War II stuff. That shit was super interesting. That was just like so many stories came from World War II because how such a fucking weird time it was. I like learning about the controversial shit though. You know, war, slavery, things of that nature. Like how humanity got to that point and then got away from that point, the repercussions from those actions. I find that very interesting. Even though I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna try to go as far underground as I can, so the only... Oh, god damn it, didn't realize that was Hellstone there. So hopefully the only enemies that will spawn is, those imps that I need. I agree if you enjoyed history. Yeah, I mean, now granted, you really don't need history for that much. It does teach you about, you know, you can learn from other people's mistakes, which is very important. You don't have to make the same mistakes other people did. But when it comes to your day-to-day life, history isn't that important. It's more of a philosophical thing. But I tell you, learning from someone else's mistake is a lot better than learning from your own. You don't have to suffer the consequences of their mistakes. Well, I mean, you don't always have to suffer the consequences of someone else's actions. Sometimes you do. playing? I'm playing on, well, we're playing on Xbox. I don't think we've done any, like, Two Idiots play on anything but Xbox. I know we stream the Switch every now and then, but it's not like the Two Idiots play thing that we usually do. It's more of like a one-off Mario Party or Smash Brothers thing. So there isn't that many online cooperative Switch games that we could be playing. There's a couple cooperative, but they're not online. They're split screen only. Important to have a good vocabulary. Find out the difference between the words antidote and antidote. One person would still be alive. What? Like anecdotal versus like antidote to a poison? You motherfucker! Oh, now the lava's gonna pour down. Okay. That's my buddy was sitting there trying to argue with me about the word stigma. And he sat there, I said, Keys, if that's not what the fucking word means, I don't know how to describe it verbatim what stigma means, but it's like a not like a prejudice, but like a bad impression, like a I know how to use it in a sentence properly, but how to actually explain the word, I don't know how. But anyways, I explained stigma about kids in the army. We were talking about like male rape victims. We were talking about the stigma behind it, and he's like, "That's not what that means." I said, "Yes, it is." No, it's not. Then what does it mean? No, I don't know, but it doesn't mean that. So if you don't know what the fuck it means, how do you know that's not what it means? I'm telling you, I know how to use the word stigma. No, man. I'm getting a lot more imp stuff here. Mostly because I'm trying to keep all the bats going. Spawn. Oh, there's a demon just waiting down there. What a bastard. Only source for knowledge is when someone views you in a negative way because you have a distinguishing characteristic or thought that you were actually... Yeah, it's similar to a prejudice. Because, yeah, we were talking about, because we had to do a fucking class in the army about, you know, rape and all that shit, and then we were talking about male victims. Actually, a good reference for stigma is something like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. You don't hear about male abuse victims because there's a stigma behind it, like, oh, that dude's a fucking wuss, get beat by a woman. Which, I mean, let's be real here, we all think it. We all think it. If a dude gets beat up by a woman, one, no one really listens or cares, or they laugh, like, or they'll believe it and they just laugh. I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm just saying it exists. It is shit though. Stigma and asshole, got it. No? I don't know if you're fucking with me or not. No, that's not what a stigma is. It's like a... okay, another example. Like, people don't talk about mental illness because there's a stigma around mental illness and saying you have it. So people don't talk about it because of the stigma surrounding mental illness. know what though? If Choga gets off, I might just change this to the other thing I was wanting to stream. Cause I just finished Yu-Gi-Oh! 2005 last night, so I was kind of wanting to start on another Game Boy game that I can get run, so I don't have to fucking end early. I think I understand the word. It's fine if I won't use it.
I'm here. I'm still eating. I'm just eating.
Okay. Well, we're talking about the word stigma. You want to weigh in on it? Because I can't, like, I know how to use the word. I can't fully articulate what it means. Like, I just know how to use the word properly. I've given 2 examples, but it's like, it's not a hard concept to understand. It's just kind of a weird one to explain. I think you need to just mic back. Go back to you. Well, when you unmute your mic, you need to weigh in on this.
Let me finish eating.
You do that. Take big old bites. I'm still fighting these motherfuckers, man.
I know. I've been watching.
Yeah. Can't be. Although this area is a lot better than the starting area. It is mostly demons. Well, I mean, now I'm not really getting anything. That other area was doing good, and then I got killed because all the demons rushed. I might have to go back to that one. So could just go up slightly above hell. But, it'd mostly be skeletons. What do you have on Game Boy? Well, I just finished, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, or 7 Trials of Glory 2005, last night. And then I think I was gonna start, M&M Blast, which is like Eminem's take on a Mario Party game. What do you think? It's fucking Eminem. How are they gonna make it? It's actually not bad, at least from what I remember. It's not a bad game. It's a little different than Mario Party though. It's more of an adventure style. It's a board game, but like you don't just play one board. You go from board to board. Like it is a journey. Travel back to the beginning and then see. Put some more of those down over there. This is ridiculous. Like they was spawning imps for a good minute, then they just stopped. Like giving them the wrapper, Eminem the candy. Which they
get water while I got my finger.
Go take that.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Which I think they've done more Eminem games. I know they did some on the Wii, but yeah, they just kind of stopped doing Eminem video games. I know what I'm calling this part 2. Kissed by a Rose. Sounds like a stream thing. It's actually pretty fun. So unlike Mario Party, you play a board and then you do mini games at random. Well, the mini games aren't really random in this, so they're in a set order. So you'll go through all the mini games, like all the mini games, at least 2 or 3 times in one session. But when you replay the same mini game, they actually change it up a little bit. Like they might change how you do certain things, or if you're playing like mini golf, they'll change the course. So it's they do change it up a little bit because you're gonna be playing those same mini games a couple of times. And then you don't get stars. You're collecting M&M candies, and the goal is just to have the most candies at the end of it. But if you're the first one to reach the end of the board, you can fight the boss, and then if you beat him, you get like a bunch of candies. So even though like it's more of a race to the finish, but even if you do get the first one there, it's not a guarantee you'll win the game. Almost a guarantee, but not completely. And that game's actually even more, in some aspects, it's even more cruel than Mario Party. You could have someone fucking swap places with you that's like 3 or 4 boards behind you. And that is a motherfucker. But the idea of like going from like level to level is actually a pretty interesting concept. There's not many games that do that. Like, you play a shooter game, you play on one fucking map until the game's over, then you play the next map. But it's like the idea of like playing a shooter like an FPS, but then as the match goes, it changes maps. And they're not just like mini maps here or there, no, they're full maps, and they just change as the battle goes on. I know Smash Brothers has a mode for that. I don't know about them. I think you can do it online. Next Mario Party. It pretty much is. It literally is just their take on Mario Party, and it's not a bad take. Wait, was this where I put the thing earlier? So all the original enemies over here despawn. Down here and hope we'll spawn my fire rings while I wait. Oh, so this is the bottom right here. I see demons that all want to spawn instead of fucking imps. So let's go kill those guys. You know what? If I was using the lava shark, this would be a lot easier to get through. It might be in my inventory right now. Oh, let me see. No, I didn't put them in here. Even after I get this, I still gotta get the water walking boots, which hopefully won't be as bad. Well, because first I gotta get an ocean crate. I don't even know if like it's guaranteed that the water walking boots will be in there, but based on what we've seen so far, any kind of ocean crate will have contents from that same type of land crate. So it's not ridiculous to think that'd be in there. I also need a beam sword still. No, enchanted sword. I have a beam sword. I couldn't have been a beam sword. Like when Choka had to look for that Mimosa blade.
Fuck that. That pissed me off.
At least you got it.
True.
Is that a mimic? No. Someone just forgot to... Probably you forgot to find the chest when you were done with it.
Oh yeah. I don't do that.
I'm aware.
Good.
I think it's funny, I got a hollow key, which is a much rarer drop.
I also have one of those.
Actually, what is the drop rate? It probably is like 2% too. It's weird though, I swear I thought I had one. like a lava or obsidian rose. The only other thing I'd say is maybe they might be in one of the shadow chests, but I mean, you got a bunch of them motherfuckers, and you never got one out of there.
Yeah, and I mean, the only guaranteed place I know they come from is the fire drop.
Yeah. Alright, so since you're back, Stigma. What's your...
My what?
Well, what's your wisdom on it?
What do you mean? Like a definition? How I feel about it?
Well, okay, like, because Silver Legends didn't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it, like, define it, but I know what it is. I kept saying it's like a prejudice, and he's like, well, like an asshole? I'm like, no, it's not. Honestly, even prejudice isn't even an asshole. Then I gave examples, you know, like the I said Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, male victims of domestic violence being beat by a woman. There's a stigma about it, which no one talks about. And the stigma is that they're little bitches, and people laugh at them, which is true because I laugh at them.
I don't know. I would say it's something that's not inherently like looked down on.
No, I'd say it is.
Because society looks down on it.
Yeah.
Like inherent, like, God damn it, I had an example right when I was thinking of it, but we can go to, like, abuse. Like, abuse in and of itself is looked down on because it's usually men abusing women. But if it's flipped, it shouldn't be looked down on, but it is. No, that's not a good example.
Yeah, I feel like you were getting there, but you were more or less just trying to make the point I made earlier that like male victims getting beat up is pretty funny. Like we look at a male getting beat up by a woman as pathetic, and we just kind of one write them off, two don't believe them, or three laugh at them. So there's a negative stigma about being a male abuse victim or a male rape victim.
I got one. I think I got one.
All right.
So like, being with multiple women isn't inherently bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I have something.
You better not say what I think you're about to say, because they are not the same.
No. But because they are, you're not thinking Muslims, are you?
No. Why would I?
Okay.
What?
I just wanted to make sure.
What?
But because Mormons can have multiple wives. Everyone else has.
Oh no, I completely
because they're jealous. So having multiple partners is looked down upon because everybody, or a majority of the society, decided to attack that one group that thought it was a good idea, which it is.
Okay, no, I
but
thought
now if you have multiple partners, it's a bad thing. It's seen as a bad thing.
I thought you were going a different direction. I thought you was going to compare men having multiple sexual partners in life versus a woman, like it's body counts.
Oh, no. I mean, like monogamy versus polygamy.
Oh, because I'll tell you right now, a man having multiple parts, like a man who's been with tons of women, seen as a good thing. Like even by the women he's with, it's like, yeah, I have a man that's desirable. But men don't want a girl who's been ran through. It's not the same. So there's a stigma. If a girl goes leave a bunch of people, she's a whore. But if a guy does it, he's fucking awesome. Which it's true. I mean,
well, I saw this thing like a long time ago on the internet that was like a key that opens all locks is a master key, but a lock that opens to any key is
a shitty lock.
Not a good lock.
It's a shit. No, not just not a good lock. It's a shitty lock. And it's true. It is true. Because, alright, when you think about it, it's more difficult for a man to get with tons of women than it is for a woman to get with tons of men. Like, literally all the woman has to do is just open her legs up and say, come on. I mean, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Oh, no, and that's one of my, like, favorite arguments to get into is, like, especially, I don't know, not so much feminists, but, like, women who are more outspoken, and they're like, well, women are just as horny as men. It's like, no, you're not.
I mean, maybe, but they're a lot more selective. They are
which means they're less horny.
Which
Selectivism, being selective and being horny is a direct relationship.
I wouldn't say so, because think about it. If you're, like, you fuck up, you get pregnant, you fucking up just kind of decided the rest of your life. A man getting a woman pregnant is like, alright, I'm just going to leave that bitch. How you going to find Alfonso Myers?
That's fair. But okay, aside from that portion of it, just like the actual just active.
Oh no, you know what? Men are a lot more horny than women, so because you know what, they might not be as prune as we think they are, but at the same level of time, they're nowhere close to the fucking to the provocations of men. Like it's not even close. But you know what?
I've done a lot for very little, and I've done very little for a lot.
Yeah. My friend in the army, she was a whore and I was a man whore, and she never understood why like mine was looked upon better. I kept trying to explain it to her. She's like, "Well, it's the same." I said, "No, it's not. It's really not the same." So she thought. I mean, so she thought she and I related better because we were both, I guess, what's the word? Provocative. I don't know. We were both whores. I'm not gonna mincemeat it. We were both whores, but she thought that I related to her because she and I were in the same position, but we weren't. I was in a much better position than her, and then I was actively judging her on her decisions. Like I was doing the same shit, but I was judging her on hers. But I don't think she understood that. And I kept trying to let her know, like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, but she didn't want to hear it. And then, you know, she ended up getting raped. Okay, I don't know. I don't. Whoa, hold up. I don't know this for sure. I am 99.99% sure. Let me read Silver's chat real quick before. Hey, you used my follower emote. Anyways, let me read his real quick. Feminist movement isn't exactly what they say they are. It's a huge excuse to get more privileges than men. In reality, they already are more privileges than men. If you look at scaling on who's more dominant, women technically are. Women take it out easier. Oh no, it's like it's just fact at that point. But feminists don't like that. But I mean, that's been a fucking talking point I've nailed to the ground at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, not on stream.
It's not an equality movement. It's a power movement.
It's a misandry movement. I mean, let's be.
The fucked up thing is like, okay, let's, for the sake of the argument, let's say men are more powerful than women and have more influence.
Physically, yes. Influence, it depends. Like on a world stage, you're going to take a man leader more seriously than a woman leader. But in a community setting, you're going to probably take a woman at her word. Like, and again, not power-wise, community setting, you're going to take a woman more seriously. Like, again, let's go to rape accusations.
In a small community, it's because I want to fuck that woman.
Yes.
But let's put, say, who's vice president? That bitch's name?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah. Say she had as much power. Bad example, because she does have as much power as the president, because he's senile and she makes all the decisions for him. I don't have a good argument for this.
Oh, well, no, I do, because, like, why isn't she the actual president? Because no one would respect the fucking word she says. So that's why Joe Biden's president. Even though no one respects him, because he's a senile old man, he's seen as more authoritative than she would ever be. And he's a fucking senile old man.
I was gonna say, which speaks leaps and bounds, because he is fucking...
He's leaps and bounds. I mean, think about this. Everyone talks so much shit about Donald Trump, but nobody wanted to see Hillary as president. Nobody did. Other than feminists, because, you know, they're misandrous. But, fuck, I was gonna get on another topic, and then I read Silver's. So we were talking about horrors, stigma. Good topic, though. We was having a good topic. See, this is more of the shit, but these are the kinds of conversations we need to be having on stream. But the thing is, I can't like play a game and actually have these conversations. Like I'm just mindlessly going around and looking for imps. If I had to play something like a shooter, there'd be no way I'd be. Like we was playing Halo, we ain't having these kind of conversations. And I mean, we used to in Smite, but that was only like when we were dominating the enemy team and like we weren't even paying attention anymore.
I almost feel bad that this poor 16-year-old boy is being corrupted. I mean, showing the truth.
Well, I mean, you don't pay attention because of, like, statistics, This is statistic. I don't know. They've done a bunch of studies, and they say that, you know, young boys are tending to go towards the internet. They write more as the... Not even just young boys, young women, too. Because it's the counterculture. Because the culture now is, you know, the cancel culture, leftist bullshit, all these other activist movements. I mean, look at Twitch. He says he just likes vampires. But look at Twitch, and look at the shit they try to promote to people. And everyone's secretly against everything Twitch promotes. Like, everyone tolerates it, because no one wants to get banned, but we're all active, like, well, actively or passively against everything Twitch stands for, because it's the counterculture. Again, that's why these anonymous sites work so well, because everyone just says what the fuck they want, like how they actually feel, and not have to worry about, you know, getting canceled off anything. But I mean, if we lived in a very conservative and religious type society, it'd be the exact opposite. It's just counterculture, which, you know, it's just rebel, just to rebel. Whether or not the young people actually understand the principles or not is a different issue. But I feel like I've kind of always been like this. I guess I've become more, I wouldn't say radical, but more pushed to one side of my beliefs. I used to kind of allow certain things, and actually I've allowed more things than what I used to, but when it comes to a bunch of issues, I've just become more of a, fuck you, I want to go even further in line. Again, we'll talk about abortion. I'm a lot more strict now than what I was just a couple of years ago. Just because, like, when you actually understand the principles behind all this other shit, and then, you know, you start applying things, you either one have to admit that your old positions were inconsistent. Well, you don't have to admit it, you can just be an fucking asshole and just pretend that two opposite positions are the same. Again, for an example of this, I know I'm not making sense right now, but I'll make sense in a second. My body, my choice when it comes to abortion versus the vaccine mandates.
Yeah, that was something that never really said.
Yeah, no, it's this because they don't stand on principle. They don't stand on principle. They like these little mottos because they sound cool to repeat and they rhyme. All this other dumb shit. But when you actually apply it in principle, they don't believe it in principle. That's the difference between, let's say, conservative. And I don't mean Republican, I mean conservative. Conservatives actually have principles and they stand by them. And that's actually a fucking problem, too. Don't get me wrong, admirable, but it's a fucking problem. Because that's why conservatives can't get shit done when they're in Congress or anything like that. Because their own principles fucking allow them from going down to their opponent's level. Which is why we have fucking, I can't say it, but, you know, one of the reasons why Joe Biden is president right now. Marriage rate in the U.S. has gone down tremendously. Most men tired of women here because most of them are self-centered and only want to be in control. No man wants that. The majority of men are exiting the U.S. so they can possibly. I don't know about exiting the U.S., but they're probably like getting mail order brides and shit, and that's a bad idea too. But no, that's why the MGTOW movement's picking up a lot of fucking characters. Well, you got MGTOW, and then you got the quote unquote incel movement. I guess I've become more MGTOW over the years, but I used to make fun of MGTOW people all the time because before incel was even a word, I just thought that MGTOW were incels, which a lot of them fucking probably were. There's like, we hate women, and then when you get down to why they hate women, it's mostly because that no one will sleep with them. So like they just hate women. It's like a boogeyman, you know. They don't get with women. They just hate women for no reason. Someone who's seen how these bitches operate, because I've been with plenty of them, I see how they operate. I'm like, that's terrible. But it's a weird thing too. So, alright. So for the feminists and fucking leftists out there who always sit there and talk about, like, oh, you can't control a person for something they can't, you know, you can't get mad at a person for something they can't control. They say this in terms of like body fat, race, gender, and all this other shit. But a person who can't get laid, don't get me wrong, I laugh at it, but they laugh at it in a more malicious way than I do. And it's not their choice, that's why they're incels. They send feminists who will laugh at them, get mad if you laugh at someone for being fat. Well, it's not their choice. Well, and actually, being fat's more of a fucking choice than not getting laid is, if we're being entirely honest. I could
Yeah.
debate all day about BLM, LGBT. Oh, I could too. But no, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like they always use that same fucking stupid excuse too. Ooh, glandular problem. Okay, the amount of people that actually have a fucking medical issue that makes them fat is a rarity, and I mean rare. Like, the only reason people say it is because it's an excuse to not accept accountability for themselves making poor decisions in their life, for being fat as shit, eating unhealthy, not exercising. I mean, I'm not fat as shit. I'm definitely not fucking healthy. Hell, I'm considered overweight medically. That being said, I don't sit there and say, well, you know, I got a problem, I can't do this or that. I make my own excuses to make for myself to get out of working out, but I don't sit there and blame fucking everyone else. No, I could go fucking run right now. Instead of streaming to 0 viewers, I could go fucking go for a run. I could go, even though I got fucked up wrist, I could do other exercises. I could choose not to eat fucking McDonald's, Jack in the Box, or all this other shit. I am choosing this. I understand it's my fucking choice. I don't sit there and try to pretend, oh, it's a medical disability. No, you're just a lazy, stupid piece of shit. It's the same people. Oh, don't get me started on these goddamn drug people. These goddamn druggies in there like, oh, it's an addiction, it's a disease. Oh, really? I've never heard of a fucking disease that somehow knows your bank PIN number, because you know your drug dealers aren't taking credit cards, so you have to go to an ATM and manually punch in your fucking PIN number to get money out to give to a drug dealer. I've never known a disease to be that fucking that intelligent. We should be more concerned about it if the disease really was that fucking intelligent to where it just knows things in your fucking brain. Or you can accept the fact that you're just a druggie and you don't want to take fucking responsibility for you being a piece of shit. Am I wrong in that?
Me? No.
Absolutely not. I can't stand when people say that shit. They always like, well, the DSM classified it as a mental illness. Okay, even let's take that at that. Let's just say addiction is a chemical in the brain that you can't help, right? You can't help that you're addicted to something. You know what you can help? You caving into your addictions. You can still, even though it will hurt, you can choose not to fucking do the things that you're addicted to. There's still a choice. And really, when it comes down to it, one side of the political spectrum has a lack of personal responsibility in all their decisions. And any one of their political positions, you can tell that it just comes from a lack of wanting to take responsibility for their actions. Again, going to druggies, going to fat pieces of shit, going to abortion. It's all just for lack of self-responsibility. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. They lack principles, they lack discipline. They lack fucking personal responsibility. So when you take a person who is all these things, why would you want them in office? Why do you want this type of person, like one of the worst fucking types of people on the planet, and you want them making decisions for you? Don't get me started on the people like, well, I have a mental illness, I have bipolar, this and that, and then they spout off their political opinions. You just said you're crazy as shit. Why should we take you serious in anything you said? You probably think your fucking dog has 3 different genders. So why should we take your opinions on that seriously? Did I just blow your fucking mind, Choker, or are you just killing lava baths? You're what? You helping me get a rose? I don't know if you're cutting out or you're just not speaking, but if you're helping me get a rose, that'd also be nice.
Yeah, I sat in a fucking basement forever trying to get those motherfuckers to spawn.
Do you want me to drop off a water candle to make it easier?
No.
But no, this is like the time we were waiting for the that spider amulet. Oh, I've seen his chat there for a while now. I just haven't read it. It says I'm a toothpick, but yet I eat a lot. I understand that. High metabolism. I used to be like that too. I used to eat whatever the fuck I wanted. But I was also more active.
Don't worry, Silver. You'll get fat eventually.
I feel like when you were talking to Silver, you weren't talking to Silver. You were talking to Silver.
I was actually talking to myself.
Oh. I don't know. You said that with such vitriol. I was just figuring that. I think you're just talking through him.
I was I was more mad at myself for just letting myself get as fat as I am.
Oh, me too. Me too. I tried to fucking, not for New Year's resolution, but I tried, you know, in January start working out again, but then I kept getting fucking migraines. So, when I get, like, real bad migraines, I just eat. Like, I just eat. Not, because it's the only thing that kind of fucking, it doesn't help the migraine, but it's a little bit of pleasure out of a terrible migraine. And then I didn't feel like working out, especially, so, when I have a migraine, the worst thing to do is to, like, move my head. Like, if I'm shifting it left or right or whatever, it fucking hurts. Well, push-ups aren't a problem, but you know what is a problem? Sit-ups. And, I got a migraine on my sit-up day. And that, after that final day, I said, fuck it, I'm done with it.
I feel as though Silver Legend was better than
U2 higher sense of choke? It might be.
I am.
Oh, Obsidian Rose! It was just sitting on the ground.
Thank God.
I think one of us is, it might have been me because I was just shooting my sword forever. All right, well, let's go.
I'm at the edge of the fucking board.
God, my inventory's so fucking full. All right, now let's see how we make this other thing. I'm not gonna sit here and make you wait for me to fucking fish the ocean chest. That can be for next time.
Yeah, I still need the jungle stuff for my lightning boots.
I swear I had an extra. And I want to say I gave them to you. What?
No, I think they're made to make something else, but it ended up not wanting to use it.
Oh, because I swear you have the upgraded boots.
Well, I have the lava boots, and I have the,
What the fuck is that? Molten Charm? Oh, so technically you don't need obsidian boots? No. Yeah, you don't need obsidian boots, but you still need water walking boots. You can craft the obsidian with the lava charm. That being said, you still need water walking boots. Ability to walk on water and honey. So I have to, I guess, fish in the ocean next time, but I could just make a whole bunch of crate potions and then try that. Let me get rid of the shit out of my inventory again.
oh, you know what? I was gonna go to the guide, and then I remember he is. Oh, he's alive again.
Are you wearing tiki armor just so you can have like 50 crows following you at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but practically it's not that good.
They do enough damage to like overworld enemies. To
Oh, I was gonna, yeah, overworld, yeah.
bosses, no.
You want to take another crack at them before we get off? Like not like an earnest crack where we're getting the bed and everything set up, just like a fuck off.
Yeah, we can do a fuck off. Yeah. Swap in my armor real fast.
You don't fuck me up. I wish my other buddy fucking responded, because man, I would have loved to have a fucking another person in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like Al, but you know, you've played with him before, and you know what he's about. I want to introduce you to this guy forever, because this is the dude that had the fucking story of, well, actually, the whole thing that we were talking about, Stigma, this guy was there, because I can't say the words on Twitch. Oh, man. He dropped the gamer word. The gamer word in the middle of, like, the whole battalion.
Good for him.
Yeah. Oh my god. I had to cover my face. I was dying. All you heard was the entire auditorium just go, ooh. And he got
dropped the gamer. Alright, well the cultists are here, so we can spawn the boss.
And he got mad at them. He's like, what? We're all tanking it! It was true though, we were. No one wanted to say the words. And actually, did you ever watch that fucking the Destiny Bro video? We're like, you can't say that.
No.
I know I showed it to you with the Master Chief and Destiny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I spawned him. My bad.
Oh, I'm on my way, I guess. I hope you're not wearing Tiki armor.
I'm not.
Okay. But no, somebody literally said that. He's like, you can't say that. God, that was so fucking funny. Anyways, I don't think this 2v2 dueling thing's gonna work. Unless, you know, Silver Legends wants to get Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe Leap. Leap's always like, Oh, I've been telling you to play Master. I'm like, well, man, I got channel points now. You can vote for it. You never want us to vote for it.
Oh, I despawned him. Oh, no, I didn't.
No, God, no, not that one. Not that word. Oh, God damn! Why are you on the cart?
It's fast.
Yeah, but you can't dodge. Oh, that is annoying, because you have to keep changing your targeting. And like my Spectre or Scepter will kind of work on them, but then, you know, I have to keep constantly changing the fucking direction. Oh, I'm out of mana. I guess. You know, one of us would fight the fucking dragon, the other one fights the cultists. We can get this done, but you keep running away.
I killed the dragon like 3 times.
I killed the dragon 3 times.
But he spawned a lot of dragons, because I've killed a shitload.
3 isn't shit though. And those 3 were my kills. You just got these. God! So this is the second form. I mean, in all honesty, he doesn't do that much damage. He's just constantly doing damage. I mean, if you can interrupt the start of dragon summoning. Ooh. Ow! How much health do you have?
200.
Oh, he spawned Stardust Dragon. I feel like the game is slowing down because I have the item that like lets me heal quicker, but it's been over 30 seconds, but it's still counting down. I think there's just so much slowdown in the game that like it's making the actual in-game timer fuck up. Oh God, he's still fucking halfway. Let's do it. Oh, now he's spawning more bullshit.
I will say, his dragon is very good for healing.
Well, I'm glad fucking you're getting your healing out of it. Oh, shit. Feels like I'm playing Toho, and I've never played that game before. Silver, I see your thing, but I can't respond or read. Hold up. Ah, no! There's so many fucking projectiles. Get him, Crow!
Dragon's done already.
I'm not even using the good potion either. I'm using like the medium one. Oh, I'm down. I'm down. Okay, you go on Xbox? Yeah, give me a sec. I'll download it real quick. Well, it's on anything. It's crossplay. We can have you teach him Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Yeah.
He's fun with a dragon. Nice again.
I got 5 if you want to start slowly bringing him to the spawn point.
I am.
Now, if I used some like greater potions, probably would have lived longer, but you kind of just spawned it. You can match duels one currently down. Yeah, that's the one. You still got health? Because I'm coming.
Oh, I'm full.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I see his health bar. Okay, there you are. You know what?
Apparently, if he just keeps spawning dragons and I can keep hitting him, I can't die.
Turns out I'm immortal. Well, I'm hitting him with my Ichor bullets to lower his defense. Fuck you, dragon! I need that one heart. There we go. Oh, wyvern. I was like, that's a big fucking dragon. How far are you? I'm actually running out of bullets. Oh, shit. How good are you on health? Better than me.
75%.
A lot better than me.
Oh,
Don't even know why I asked.
50% real fast.
Oh, I'm out of potions. Like, why can't I heal? Well, I'm just gonna try to shoot from a distance, but that dragon's probably gonna kill me again.
Well, if we can bring the dragon down with me.
Dragon's following me. I don't know where the fuck you went.
It's on the minecart. I have not left the minecart.
Well, dragon's coming towards you if you want to heal off him.
Okay.
He's nearly dead, though. Damn, you got a lot of health. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's dead.
I got 10. Just don't outrun him complete. God, you got full health. Again, in fucking you over here crying about fucking something, and then I was sitting there crying back because you had the fucking knife. He said, I don't
Yeah,
have...
these things are nuts.
I'm coming in without potions. I just went to the nurse. But his health bar's still on my screen, so even if you die, I think he'll still target me, maybe?
I'm not gonna die.
Okay.
Don't you worry about that.
Don't. What kind of bullets am I using? Crystal bullets. Oh, damn. So, yeah, I'm almost out of ammo with that. Oh, here we go. Yay! Stole the kill. Did you get a bag? Because I got something out of it, but it wasn't a bag.
Good fuck off, buddy.
Oh, it's a forge.
Oh, is it the forge we use with the things we get in the moon pillars?
Probably. I'm gonna go place it. You want me to place in your house? Because I mean,
Son of a bitch.
what?
Yeah, you can do that. Moon pillar spawn.
I was like, because you technically earned that one. Not technically, you completely earned that one. Oh, fuck it. Let's go win. Live to win. Till you die. Till you... He's controlling my flight pattern. Oh, God. I will come at you!
I don't remember. Are these random spawns or are these like placed
No,
throughout?
they're placed throughout the map. I do remember that. You will not defeat me on this day! You filthy, pathetic scum! I don't need potions to fight you.
That's a hole.
That's what she said. NGL broomstick. This is they can't hit me. This is dumb. I don't have any health potions, so like if I start dying, that's it. So this is oh god, it's a lot of them. That is a lot. Oh my god. And my own little like morning wood minion is following me. Oh, they locked me down. I can't fly anymore.
I'm here.
Good. I have like no health. Like literally 16. Hold up, Silver. I'm seeing your messages. We're in the middle of something. Oh.
Nah, I didn't.
All right. Well, I literally teleported out because I didn't have any potions. All right. So there's one there. There's one right beside the dungeon. You know where that one is. There's one that's slightly to the left of your house. And then the last one's in the jungle. Oh my god, you know where it is? Where the
it's right on the battle arena.
Yeah. Alright, so let me look at Silver's messages. You still want to download it. What's the thing that keeps going around you? Oh, so I have a little Morningwood minion from doing the Halloween, or the... Yeah, no, the Halloween event. So that's the thing that keeps flying around me. Discord isn't working for me at the moment, so I'll have to talk through Xbox, VC. Voice chat. They don't have voice chat on there. And honestly, I haven't plugged in any mic into my fucking Xbox in forever. Discord's just so much better. Let me place this thing down in your house, but we're actually about to call it for the day, because we're at 2 hours. And Choka I did promise Choka 2 hours, and or Obsidian Stone, so we're actually hitting both those requirements.
Gross.
Where do you want me to put it?
You can put it either right on this end or the other end here.
Alright, I don't want to dictate your house again, because you might fucking blow mine up again, and then I'll have to blow yours up again. But, you need to make a room that, like, we can teleport in and out from each other's houses. Like, maybe in this little corner right here. I don't know, but, like, build a teleporting room. Not right now, because we're about to get off, but, you know, for next time. Alright, that is all we got for now. Thanks for watching. Silver, I will hit you up on that Yu-Gi-Oh thing in Discord, because I'm not gonna hop on there immediately. I gotta take care of my dogs. But alright. Bye!